We're taking another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and today we're going to shine a spotlight on 4-star wide receiver Braylon Staley, who signed with Tennessee. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page, but before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're covering these 2024 recruits every day this offseason, so you're prepared for the college football season for when your freshmen break out this year, or maybe next year or the year after, but you know a little bit of something about them. Rick Flair's watching you right here. Don't disappoint him. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're looking at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you will get there. But he's a 4-star prospect in both the rankings and in the composite. Ranked as the wide receiver 15 in the class, the wide receiver 21 in the composite, 6 foot 180. That's dated. That's during the recruiting process. That's totally different right now. But we got 24 offers. Big time schools looking at him. Tennessee, Miami, Clemson, Alabama, North Carolina trying to get in there. They always bring out a few good wide receivers. So we're looking good with Staley here. 11-1-2, 100 meters. We run the 200 meters. We run the 400. So we got some speed here. We got a gas tank here. Shrine Bowl of the Carolinas. We played in that. So we got some opportunity in some all-star games. What they're saying here, lean athletic build with a nice catch radius combined with consistent hands catching. Acumen to expand the catch window. Big play athleticism that shows vertical passing game and a contested catch weapon. So you're going to watch this guy get downfield, make highlight reel grabs. He's got speed and strong hands. That's what they're saying. They're saying he accelerates quickly, plays above the rim, has top end speed. We're going to see fun highlights here. High pointing. They're talking about his ball skills. You really just say good ball skills. Talented around the perimeter. This is a guy that you're going to see make some big plays here on the highlight reel. Imagine so. Ran track. Talking more about his times here. So we got some speed. We're not running in 10-4s, 10-5s, but 11-1-2 and 11-2-4. If you don't know much about track, that's still cooking. That's still cooking. That's still up there. Roll with Tennessee. South Carolina sent an offer. Going over to his On3 page here. And he's a 4-star with all the recruiting sites. Rivals, for some reason, has him as the wide receiver 40. So we'll try and nail that down in the highlights today. But On3, wide receiver 12. ESPN, wide receiver 21. I like to roll with On3 and 24/7 Sports. And if they have a big variance, a big difference in the rankings, I'll try to peg that in the highlights. Rivals is next in line. ESPN's usually last place for me. But that being said, Clemson after him. North Carolina, Miami. We saw that prior on 24/7 Sports. But it's time to look at the highlights. Let me know what you think about him in the comments below. 5 minutes and 27 seconds. Circled off there. We're in the backfield. Looks like we got a little wildcat action. We got a weird-ass play going on here. But we're moving. Look at this. This is showing me a lot. This is showing me like some burst, some quickness, some movement skills, a little bit of tenacity. There's him with the ball in his hand. Let's see the pop in the step. He's cooking. He's cooking. He's also got an extra kick back there. He's got a good frame on him. At least from here. At least with the pads on. Now we're going. Now we're going. Imagine it's in the slot, middle. Downfield. Good grab around the boundary, close to that. Just a lot of quickies. Getting him in space, trying to get him yards after the catch, trying to use that speed. This slot, off ball. Catching it with the hands out from. He's got some speed. He's got good burst. Don't live off the 100-meter times. Go off of the tape. Because I've seen guys run good 100-meter times on this. And you go to tape and you're like, what? And I've seen guys pushing 12 seconds. And you're like, wow. You gotta watch them. Pads on. Game's different. and they kick different on the acceleration and burst, different points of their run. Some guys are just more assertive. Some guys have really good hands. They catch the ball in their hands. They don't bring it in their body, and they get upfield a shade faster. That allows them to eat up a little bit more chunks of yard at a rapid pace. And then they may be slower on 100 meters, but they got those skills. They read the momentum of the players around them better. They're more confident. A lot of other things you got to factor in. He's got some good ball skills. That's why people try and say, I don't look at the 40 times. I look at the football. I look at the tape. And when they say that, and analytics people, they kind of butt heads. They say that because no one's really explaining what they're really looking at or why. Look at that. Look at that. Good hands. See that right out, just right there. Just right there. Just right there, not into the body. Reading that good. Quarterback could have got that more towards the back pylon. Up top. You can definitely tell he's the best athlete on the field. On the team. Especially because of how they're just manufacturing the touches. They're just making sure the touch gets there. Like, again, you definitely can tell that. They want the ball in his hands. A dominant player. They're doing everything they can to get him the ball. See that? That's what that tells me. So what that also tells us, in a lot of these plays that we're going to look at, we're not going to see him break off as many routes. And that doesn't mean he can't. That means limited experience with that? Possibly. But it also says, hey, this team built their offense a certain way. They're trying to get him the ball. He's got good feet, though. He's got good feet. I'll tell you this. He can break off routes. He's got good feet. That field's a little slick. That field's a little slick. And the slot there. Inside shade. Good hands. Good hands. Good hands. See that bounce? That when he moved laterally there, he covered a lot of ground real quick. Over the middle, good. Over the middle, good. Clasping it in. Ball's downfield. Got it. Good hands. Good hands. He's very sticky. He's very sticky. Tennessee's been bringing in wide receivers too. They're really adding some talent. They're very doing it sneakily. And they got to hit on some of these prospects coming in. They had some big wide receivers last year come in. I'm saying like big time prospects, not like they're giants or anything. But we hit on some of those along with that quarterback. You might have something here. You guys might be catching some fire here in the SEC. Like, I make that SEC thumbnail that is scared or whatever, and people complain about that because I think it's funny. These players start clicking with Tennessee, you're going to catch that. You're going to catch that SEC being scared of this team because you're adding some players slowly in the recruiting process that people are not paying attention to this program. But this is a wide receiver that's got some good speed, some kick on the back end, nasty at the catch point. He's got very strong hands. His hands are sticky. He can pluck it right out of the air. Does not need to bring it into his body before he starts working upfield. That makes him that much quicker. And he's very confident. He was used all over the field. This guy's got a lot of upside. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.